Sup, guys? Ryu here. Welcome, good morning to the Yugioh Council video. Now, before we get started, we're gonna have us a little quick talk. So, I talked about it on Coffee Time. I already recorded Coffee Time. This video wasn't even supposed to happen, but you know, when you hit your fucking damn jaw on a car dashboard because someone cut your wife off while you're trying to go somewhere. I wasn't able to talk for a few days. My whole jaw was just like, wah! It was swollen out. It was terrible. Anyway, YCS Anaheim just happened. I feel good to be back on this channel, to be able to bring you some damn good content. And I want to look over the top 16 decks. And I know I said I didn't want to talk about the meta because the meta gets boring. But honestly, the meta is a little more diverse than I was expecting. And the top two decks, kudos to both of those guys, ABC and Paleozoic Frogs. That was one hell of a match, I'm not going to lie. To be completely fair, I was just expecting a lot of ABC, but it's cool. So 4 Metaphors in the top 16. Sadly, ABC didn't win, sadly. But that's not really a bad thing, because I was watching the match and I'm like, okay, the Paleozoic Frog player, if he can set up his board, he's got him. Plays Pod Desires. This is like game 3, plays Pod Desires, and everything gets banished out. I'm just sitting there going, Dupe Frog loss was real. That stack of Dupe Frogs, oh god, it hurt to see that. But 4 Metaphors, 3 ABC, 3 Paleozoic, 2 Heroes. I love that there was heroes. 2 Mermills, a Yang Zing Metaphors, and a Blue Eye. Now what I'm about to say, don't take offense to, I kind of told you that was going to happen with Blue Eyes a few months ago. It was going to be really good, and then of course it's going to fade into the back. It's still a good deck. There is no denying that it's still a good deck. It's still an amazing deck, but the problem with Blue Eyes right now is that there's better decks, honestly. One thing I did see in that feature match, that very, very last, Paleozoic Frogs versus ABC, was the Winged Dragon Raw Spear mode put in work. Anti-Spell Fragrance put in work. Vanity's Emptiness was clutch. And I love that it was clutch. It was a freaking real tight match. Utopia Lightning, Castel, all these great things that have been a foundation to the game. And maybe I'm just seeing it from a real fresh aspect of it, because I just got to forcibly take a break and a mini vacation from making videos as I mass record the Pokemon stuff. That's why all that stuff came out when it did, because it was mass recorded. So, not saying I don't mass record Yu-Gi-Oh stuff all the time, but sometimes it just, shit happens. But honestly, I was like, holy crap, I'm looking at this top 16, I'm like, alright, we're in an actual pretty decent and diverse format. I gotta be legit here. We really are. As much as I want to just completely come down, drop the ball, and say, no! It's not the case, and I have to be honest. And I know there's been a lot of Lightsworn decks popping up, so I kind of ate my words there a few times. But the Lightsworn decks are topping up at regionals. They're topping up at YCSs. They're creeping on there. I'm actually surprised, to be completely honest, to see heroes have such a strong presence in this top 16. Even if there's just 2. Now, what I'm saying here is, going back to what I said, that ABC had a strong presence, because some people took what I said incorrectly when I said that you can't call, some people will call ABC tier 0. This was, I think, last week's Coffee Time, but you really can't. That's what I followed up, and some people just write comments so quickly they don't pay attention to that phrase there. So let me reiterate and recite that. In short, ABCs may look dominant, but they're not tier 0, they're tier 1. Nothing is really tier 0 right now, which is good. That means the game is not, it's not the end of the world, not game-breaking kind of stuff. We'll see what happens when Zodiacs come out. That's because they have the 2 O's. Or Zodiacs. I'm just going to call them Zodiacs, because I don't like things that Konami, comes out with, totally awesome and whatnot. My god, though, seeing this top 16 gives me hope for when we get to deities. For them to really stand out and whatnot. And for other decks to actually stand out. The 4 Metaphors, I'm actually quite happy we saw a lot of Metaphors. Now, it could just be Anaheim had a lot of Metaphors players you know, that is a situation that can happen. We've talked about it a few times. When you have X amount of players playing said deck, they can top a lot more because of luck and whatnot. Let's be completely frank. When you play Pod of Desires, you don't know what 10 cards you're going to banish. And just as shown with the Paleozoic Frogs, and no, I'm not calling that card bad. I am not calling that card bad at all. What I'm saying is, you get that variable in there that you just don't know. Sometimes you could just, you know, it comes down to luck. Sometimes you just banish out the stuff you really needed to get 2 cards you really don't need. But it's a trade-off, you know? It's part of the game. It's something that, when I look at, you know, the way Pod of Desire works, I know certain decks I'm going to want to run it right away because that +2 and that risk really doesn't mean shit to me because of the benefit that I'll get from it anyway and the massive deck thinning. That's the basic concept behind it and why it's so good. Now I look at this list and I'm like, the one thing that probably surprises me the most is that technically there's 5 Metaphors decks, but one of them is a Ying Zing variant. Go Ying Zing, go! Go Ying Zing, go! I don't play Ying Zing Metaphors, but I play Ying Zing. But it just goes to show you that speed with that power and that combo wombo, it actually leads to a lot of cool things. And I hope we get more top 16s that look like this, that stand out. Blue Eyes is still there. You have Ying Zing Metaphors representing. You have 2 Mermels. They could drop the Toad. You have 2 Heroes. You have 3 Paleozoic. You have 3 ABC and 4 Metaphors. What does this really prove? It's simple. It proves that the game's in a healthy state when it comes to the competitive scene. That's perfect. This is what we want. We want diversity. You know, you don't want 2 of the same decks going at it as easy as it is to side against those decks, and it makes it fucking easy to side against them and win a good chunk of the time when you know you only have to worry about the deck that you're using and the other deck that tops. This gives you a little more pressure. And I liked watching that 3rd game, seeing those guys just go at it. It's just that pressure cooker feeling that you get in your head when you're in that high level of competitiveness. That was there. And it's so crazy that I'm actually this excited to talk about it. When typically I sound all doom and gloom about it. But I'm like, yo, look at this YCS. You know, it's ran by Konami. Okay, say what you will, but goddamn, this format, this is what I was hoping end of the day. Because we've had some bad formats. And the one thing I do want to bring up, where I'm taking this, is there were no Burning Abyss on this YCS. That is a freaking relief. I'm sorry to any Burning Abyss players, but your deck has been topping for like 2 years. And honestly, when you see it constantly and then you don't see it, it's like, it's that breath of fresh air, you know, that just, it's totally different. I'm not trying to take cheap shots at Burning Abyss players. It's so different to not see, you know, to see a YCS with no Burning Abyss topping. It's like, did everyone playing Burning Abyss just decide to play something else? Is that what happened here? No PK, no Burning Abyss. Now that doesn't necessarily say that the deck is dead. That is obviously not a thing. What it does say is that people are more willing to try something new, or were expecting it and were completely ready for it. There's multiple ways of looking at that. I saw a lot of Macros Cosmos flying around. I saw Winged Dragon Raw Spear Mode flying around. Oh, when I saw that thing, I'm just like, yes! Yes! People are using it! And I called it way back when. I'm not taking credit. I'm just saying I called it. I like to say I called that way back in the day, you know? It's a good feeling. But I was just so excited to cut this video. I'm just like, guys, I'm back, and the YCS did not suck, and the world is freaking the world again. But honestly, no Burning Abyss. It's surprising when you see that deck top for 2 straight fucking years, and you get one YCS that has no Burning Abyss. It's a breath of fresh air. It's like someone just sprayed Febreze in their house, and you've never smelled Febreze before, and you walk in, you're like, oh, it smells so nice in here. It's kind of one of those situations. I know how stupid that sounds. I know how dumb that's going to sound and make people feel like, Ryu, you're an idiot. It's whatever. Does Dark Lull need to be banned? Does this need to be banned? Let's not worry about that. Let's just look at this, rejoice that this format isn't nearly as bad as we made it out to be at some point. And that's good. I was wrong a few months ago, when I said this format's gonna suck because it's gonna be diluted by this and that. Well, I get things wrong sometimes, so very happy about that one. But you guys let me know. What do you think about this top 16? Do you hope that this continues? Is there something you want to see top? Just share your thoughts. Don't be afraid to. And it's good to be back, and I missed you guys. So, see you later for coffee time. Till then, peace.